I know it's said in the description they have those little like extra points in the game, like, oh, it'll miss while firing, but I've never seen any anti-tank or tank miss. Right here I see that they're gonna push on my 88, so I decided to kite it back or micro it back, and then press E to reset it up. Just because I'd rather take my tires take the brute force of that tank attack. As you can see, that light tank barely even shook my Tiger. I'd rather have the 88 not get shot and go into retreat mode, and then just have my Tiger take the shot and just recover quickly. So this regular medium player apparently thinks that Stewarts are the way to go, which after getting one-shotted a few times in a row, I thought they would quit sending these out. I see the computer goes air. I saw that the computer went air, and I said, okay, my 88 isn't strong if they start massing air against me. So as soon as I saw the airbase come up, I immediately built my proto. I was just massing income. I find when you're winning, if you're winning with a certain just army size, there's no point to mass. Just keep massing, because you spend so much money, and if the initial attack you're already doing is working, especially when they're just pumping a unit out and you're taking it down, there's no reason to mass up and then send more units that way. It's better to tech up in this game. I know, like, when you play a different RTS, if you play like StarCraft or maybe like maybe Warcraft, if you have the advantage, you start massing up more units and you push harder on that guy to crush him, because in those games you have a ton of units, you have a 200 supply, so you have more units in those kinds of games. In this game, it's sort of, you can win with a small size army as long as its composition is proper. So I only have 3 units on this field right now, but I'm taking this AI down. So there's no reason for me to send 5 more Tigers and a couple more 88s, because I'm winning with what I have, so there's no need to spend that extra money. So instead of spending that extra money on more units that aren't needed, I might as well spend the money to tech up to a better unit, especially a unit that will counter any air that comes out of his base. I find this always works. You can either tech up or you can expand. You can do both at the same time, obviously, because if you have money rolling in like crazy, especially on 4 or 5 bases, you can afford that proto base or that artillery base, and that artillery research or that proto base research, and then a couple more depots. So as you can see, I went with proto base. I upgraded to the Wonder Waffle, I'll just call it because I don't know the name of it, and I also got a secondary HQ. He made advanced anti-tank, and I thought, I haven't played Germany before. Well, I played it maybe the odd time, but I didn't realize that the Tiger outranged the advanced AT. So I backed up, and I researched the Strum Tiger, just because there's no point for me to waste my Tiger tank money on 2 ATs, so I might as well research the Strum Tiger and start attacking that mobile AT with my Strum Tigers. But then as soon as my AI shoots for me, and I realize that I can outrange it, I then push back on the CPU and beginning my attack again. And the fact that I don't play this nation a lot, it will hinder me. It's good to play with a nation for, like, you pick a nation you enjoy playing as, and you just practice against nations that you haven't played before, and then eventually when you start playing the game, you'll understand your unit ranges compared to the other unit. You can check yourself, but when you're sort of on the move, it's sort of hard to gauge. So as you play the game, you'll say, like, oh, I have Tigers, I have King Tigers, I know they outrange USA anti-tank, I know that my AA will be able to shoot down this plane where it's sitting now, and my units around it will be safe. You'll start to learn that as the game goes, and the fact that I haven't played Germany a whole lot, I didn't know that, so I could have been pushing this whole time, not worrying about that anti-tank. But as soon as I learn that my tires outrange it, then I stop worrying about it as much, and I start pushing harder onto the CPU player. So I was playing as the Germans, as you can see, they're very slow. They're a very slow nation. The tanks are slow. Their Strum Tigers are very slow. You certainly need to use Blitz a lot if you want to get those quick attacks in. And their production unit times are fairly slow as well. As you see, the Strum Tiger, though, one shot from that attack cannon and pretty much just weakened both those units at the same time. So my CPU player decides to make I think a fighter bomber. That didn't work out so well with my 3 Wonder Waffles and 88. I know they're not called Wonder Waffles, but it's just a cool German name if anyone's played Call of Duty Nazi Zombies. The Wonder Waffle was the electricity gun. And that gun was badass, so it's gonna, and it was German, so I'm just gonna call those the AA, the Wonder Waffle. So they actually weakened one of my units. They weakened my Wonder Waffle, and I started panicking here, because right now I got a shutout going, and so I back that up, and I just start taking down the AT with my Tigers. As you can see, the Tigers do a ton of damage. I think I just 3-shotted that proto base and took it down. They do heavy damage to buildings. There's no point to even get air.